Joining us now to discuss is Chase Lochmiller. He's the CEO of Crusoe Energy Systems, a Denver-based Bitcoin miner powered by natural gas waste. Chase, great to have you on the show. So, in theory, blocks should be confirmed every 10 minutes, and there's a difficulty adjustment every 2 weeks to make that happen. But still, we see 85-minute delays. Is that problematic?
No, I don't think it's problematic. I think it's inherent to the overall system design, and in that the time between blocks is probabilistic in nature. And I think part of the power of the proof of work consensus mechanism.
Can that be improved upon? Something that the community's ever thought of, I don't know, coming up with a BIP or a Bitcoin proposal to improve things?
I'm sure there are ways of thinking through ways it could be improved upon, but it's whether that's a desirable outcome for the overall system.
All right. So last week, Bitcoin mining difficulty surged to an all-time high. How does that impact your mining operations?
I think like every miner in the overall global ecosystem of Bitcoin miners, we are negatively impacted by this with hash price coming down to all-time lows, but I don't think this was unexpected. I think there were tremendous amounts of capital expenditure commitments that people have made in the past 6 to 12 months, when mining economics maybe looked quite a bit different than they do today. And you're seeing a moment in time where you have sunk capital expenses, and people are deploying those assets, even though they wouldn't have necessarily made that same CapEx choice that they made 12 months ago today.
And interestingly enough, last week, Crusoe acquired Great American Mining. So maybe you could tell us a bit about your M&A strategy during this bear market.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're really thrilled to welcome the Great American Mining team to Crusoe. I think we viewed the world very, very similarly, and we're both engaged in utilizing waste flare gas in the oil field to both reduce emissions and secure the Bitcoin blockchain. And there was a great opportunity to welcome that team to Crusoe. Their operations were primarily in North Dakota, where we operate a very large footprint, and so it was an easy process in terms of integrating and adding on their assets to our overall field operations. And we're just really thrilled to kind of welcome that team on board. They've developed some really interesting things in their manufacturing facility in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. We're pleased to sort of welcome that team to the Crusoe Energy team as we think about certain new research and development efforts in terms of building the best infrastructure at the lowest cost.
Yeah, and back in April, you guys raised about $350 million in a Series C funding round, which is very helpful during a bear market. So I wonder, what have you been spending it on, and what's the strategy there?
With that capital raise, I think we were fortunate in the timing of it, and to be having a very strong balance sheet during this bear market that we're undergoing right now. I think, when we think about the overall acquisition strategy, and, we weren't planning to engage in tremendous amounts of M&A, but, with the bear market, it sort of created certain opportunities like GAM that, are uniquely strategic to Crusoe. And I think GAM was a situation where we could uniquely provide a value-added service to their operational assets, reducing the overall operating expenditures of the assets that they had in place. And I think that's really the type of thing that we're looking for in terms of our overall acquisition strategy right now, is how can Crusoe be uniquely value additive to these types of things. Crusoe's core mission is to align the future of computing with the future of the climate. Bitcoin mining is a big part of that, and we believe that there is a future where Bitcoin mining can be a very huge positive for developing new energy infrastructure and mitigating legacy waste emission sources like flaring. In addition to our Bitcoin mining business, we've been building out a low-cost, high-performance GPU computing cloud called Crusoe Cloud that we've been actively operating in alpha phase, and we're moving towards a beta launch earlier in in 2023. So looking forward to that. We've been spending a lot of resources in terms of developing the staff and resources that we need to properly execute on that. And we're also evaluating a bunch of different unique opportunities in terms of expanding our digital flare mitigation footprint, including markets and opportunities that have tremendous flaring domestically here in the United States, like the Permian Basin in Texas, other oil producing basins in the United States, as well as international opportunities. We've, as part of the Series C, we actually took investment from the sovereign wealth funds of Abu Dhabi and of Oman. And we're looking to deploy digital flare mitigation systems to those nations as well as part of our international and global expansion strategy. You look at a country like Oman that has the 10th largest flaring footprint in the world, and a government that's signed on to the World Bank's initiative to end routine flaring by 2030. It presents a really unique and valuable opportunity for Bitcoin mining to really step in, solve a critical environmental issue, while also more widely distributing the global hash rate.
Mm-hmm. Well, Chase, that's great news. We're hearing about some Bitcoin miners who are going bankrupt, but you guys are taking advantage of those assets out there and building. So congratulations.